flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. He's right here.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play on first down will give 4 up to the 29.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Gibson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
37-yard line.
To the air, Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Chris Godwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And again, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake, trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they run the option on 2nd down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Green 80! Right there, 14, got it. 955, 955. Hey, eat. Slow down. I got you, son. 6 guard, check 6 guard.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's the safety crease. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. You might be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Team. 55. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go play action with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Campbell making the catch.
Wilson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is out quickly to the right, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass. and it worked. First down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
55, come on, guys, 55. Ricky. Go, 14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 2.
Right there, 55. 65.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Alert. 55. Hey, let's get this. Check, 55.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 55, my guy, 55.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
36-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Still 9 remaining on second down. On second down, here's the option.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. That's out to the left and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
What we got? One left. I'm coming for you, son.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You're not ready. 55, my guy, 55. Alert. Mike 55, Mike 55. Squeeze, double.
Operating from the gun. Wilson looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
On first down, it's Gibson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Packers 20, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears
sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that one.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. He's checking. Check.
Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that stretches the lead to 27.
The score, Packers 27, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Right, seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To throw on third down, Allen.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
70, 54, ready, 70 Lions.
On second down, it's Gibson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Number 3.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Antonio Gibson.
His 11th touchdown of the year. Then the Bears cut into that lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 27, Bears 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. goes to Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.